The teens in Chicago, they're at it again. Well, we all know where this comes from, man. This honestly comes from lack of accountability, soft on crime, do whatever you want. As long as you don't do certain type of crimes, you're perfectly fine. This is what they voted for. Brandon Johnson. This is what you get. This man told you what he was about. Even before he got elected, he was condoning. He didn't say it, but you could tell, you could read between the lines that he was condoning what the teens were doing.
The answer? To loot because it's a form of reparations? To loot because that's how they can eat?
The real answer is, how do we make sure, the question is, how do we make sure that people can eat? Look, no one is going to condone, behavior that quite frankly speaks to a level of desperation.
So you're not condoning looting?
I'm saying that people are acting out of desperation. We don't want a society that is acting out of desperation, but you have to pay attention to the cries that people have.
So you're not condoning looting?
There's no way to embrace that. What I'm saying is, you can't condone the looting that corporations continue to do every single day when they take tax dollars from black, brown, white folks all over the city of Chicago so that they can.
What? Bro, what are you talking about?
Wasn't that a month or 2 months ago? I covered when they were destroying the downtown of Chicago, jumping on cars, there was fights. It was hundreds of teens out there. But this is what they voted for. And this is the problem I have with the whole immigration problem in Chicago. I see a few of the residents came out, they were upset, they were outspoken about how they feel about the illegals. But what about that? Because they were talking about the illegal kids and what the illegal kids were doing. But look at what your own kids in your own community is doing to it. You got to call that out too. We got to be fair across the board. We can't point at one group of people for doing something. You got to point at your own people. I'm sorry, I got to be honest. Because look what they're doing. Let me show you.
I'm Tia Ewing. The Chicago Police Department is using new tactics to fight the teen trends that have been taking place all across the city. Now they're making arrests and making sure that those teens are charged. 40 people were arrested last night, most of them juveniles, some as young as 12 years old, hit with reckless misconduct charges. A 15-year-old was arrested for having a gun with a laser and a silencer on it, and a 17-year-old was arrested for having a machine gun. This 7-Eleven behind me was looted, turned completely upside down.
Is that all beer?
And you're looking at that video showing the teens taking items from inside the 7-Eleven and throwing it around the parking lot. An estimated 300 to 400 teens showed up for this teen trend in the South Loop. There were fights.
Is that a fire extinguisher? It's not funny, but it's funny at the same time. Like, it goes to show you, they're just destroying whatever they can get their hands on. And at the gas pumps, you just can't make this up.
And then there was looting. This all started after 8 at Kendel and Roosevelt, and then the teens started spreading out, traveling here just a few blocks to the 7-Eleven. Inside, store employees didn't want to say much, but it's very clear some of their shelves are bare. CPD says they are using new tactics, including using community groups on the ground during the trends to try to get the kids to go home. The founder of Project Hood, he told me he was here.
Young people have to learn when you break laws, there are consequences. And I think sometimes we're a little too easy on individuals who consistently, continuously break the laws and think that it's okay. It's not okay to break laws. It's not okay to steal from stores. It's not okay to stop traffic and stand on cars. None of that is okay. That is not behavior that we should tolerate. But at the same time, I only wish that more of us who love the city of Chicago would find things for these young people to do.
I totally agree with what he just said, but we should have been doing this. We should have been doing this before it even got to this point. Now it's got to this point now. You think they're going to listen to you now? This should have been stopped. The first incident that happened, that should have been shut down right then and there. No excuses. Should not be allowed. Look at what they're doing to the sound of it. You know what kids will do in third world countries to have that type of food? Africa, India, those third world countries. Haiti? That's that is entitlement. They don't care. They're showing there's no morals here. No integrity, no respect for nobody. What did she just say? The youngest was 12 years old out there? 12? Where are the parents? 15 years old with a gun and a laser on it? 15? Was that the same age of the kid that took on Pop Smoke's life? 15? Then a 17-year-old, what did she say? What, like a machine gun? Something like that? Have you listened to the ages? Like, where are the parents for this? A few people were saying that how they should start charging the parents. It sounds good, but some parents just don't care. And the reason why I say that, because you can look at the kids. They are not scared at all to be caught on camera. They're not. They don't care if their mom sees them on camera. You remember back then when you were little, you were scared to even have somebody see you in person doing something. And the word gets back to your parents. That's the last thing on earth you wanted. Look at these kids. They're bold-faced in front of the camera. Chewing up the food, they're using the fire extinguisher. That's reckless. They just don't care. So go to show you, it starts at home. And it looks like at the home, the parents don't care. Because if the parents did care, the kids would have known what would happen if they were out there doing that type of stuff. I don't. I got 2 kids. They know better than that. Because I raised them from little. I've been in their life since they were born. So they know I raised them up to have respect. So they know better to do that type of stuff. They know I don't play that. They know I don't carry myself like that. That's why I say it starts at home. So I could talk as a parent because I have 2 kids, boy and a girl. They're not perfect, but they're good kids. So I said, good to say it starts at home. The kids are not scared at all. And that young age with a gun, you skip your, off safety, pull a trigger by accident. You see all the acting out there, running around acting all crazy. Just wasting the food. It's not like they're taking it home or they're taking it to eat. Like Brandon Johnson said, oh, they're starving of lack of opportunities. Some people just want to get something to eat. Does that look like they're trying to get something to eat? Or does that look like they just don't care and they want to do whatever they want because they know there's no consequences? They say they start arresting them. They arrested, 40 people, they said? I'm pretty sure they'll back out in 4 hours, maybe 6 hours tops. They're back out. Because if something was being done, we would have not been here again. Because look, I'm here again, making another video addressing the same situation. So it's obviously they're not listening. Whatever you think you're working on, it's not working. These cases, they just don't care. Because you guys allowed it to reach this far where they just don't care. Call CPS on the parents then. So get the parents something to be afraid of. Let them start acting like parents. Otherwise, this is only going to get worse. You see what happened in, where was it? California. Well, I think it was yesterday or the day before. Broad daylight. They just went into the jewelry store and just destroyed all the glass, took all the jewelry and everything. I think it was like almost $400,000 worth of jewelry. Broad daylight. And somebody had enough to tell me in my comments that it has nothing to do with the left. The left, liberals don't support this type of behavior. What states are these happening in? I'm curious to know. What states are these? Chicago, Baltimore, Philly, Detroit, California. Who runs those states? That's exactly what the problem is. The left don't want to acknowledge what's going on in their own community, in their own state that they're running. Something got to change. You got to be done some stricter laws. Even parents, something has to be done because that is just rude. Imagine. That's it makes it even worse. That's their own town. That's their own community that they're destroying. That could just show you that they don't even think. You're destroying your own 7-Eleven in your own community. Now, what's going to happen now? Yeah, they're going to take a loss. What happens if that 7-Eleven move out of there now? That just took out more convenience out of your own community. What if they start raising the prices now? No, you got to pay more money. You see, but they don't think about the long run of what the consequences are behind this type of actions because they were never taught of it at home. Hey, but they got to come with something stricter than arresting them. Like, arrest. Yeah, you see what happens in these states now. They arrested, they're back out in 1 hour. What consequences is that? What are they learning from that? What, got a little misdemeanor? Once they get arrested and they're back out, You know, they're going to be like, hey, that was nothing. That was light work. I could do that again. I could go to jail for an hour, 2 hours. I'll be back out. It's sad. It was sad to see what was actually going on right now in America. I can't believe this is happening in this type of timeline. I have never seen anything like this growing up as a teenager. We never did anything, nothing like this. We knew how to carry ourselves when we was on the public. Yeah, we did things bad as a teenager. You know, a little smoking, drinking, you do what you do. But nothing to this level. Nothing to this level. But hey, I'd love to hear you guys think about this in the comments. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you like, share, subscribe, leave a comment in the comment section. And until then, I'll catch you guys next video. Peace out. You guys have a blessed day.